Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Marilyn and my channel is Making with Marilyn. Now I have a lot of different types of lasers, but in today's video I want to cut out some Valentine inspired earrings, and so I'm going to use my CO2 laser. Now this acrylic is clear acrylic with a gold and a bright pink fleck inside of it. If you're using clear acrylic, you need to use a CO2 laser over a diode laser. So in today's video, I'm going to use my xTool P2 CO2 laser. Now xTool has an upgrade. It is the P2S. I don't have that one. My P2 works beautifully, so that's what I'll be using today. In addition to that, I'm going to use some needle nose pliers, and I'm going to use some earring hardware. The other things that I'll use, my computer. I'm going to use a heart shape from Creative Fabrica. Again, I'm going to use my xTool P2, and I am so excited because now I actually have a filter for it. Before, I was letting the hose hang out the window. It is freezing right now, so I'm thrilled to have the xTool AP2 filter. Now I went ahead and I turned on the xTool P2 laser, and I put the acrylic inside. But before I get started in the xTool software, I want to find my image. Now this is going to be a very simple image. It's going to be a heart shape, but I don't want a perfect heart. So let's search in Creative Fabrica for heart. And oh my, 154,000. I don't think I need that many. Now I'm looking for something that's not quite perfect. Something kind of like that. Let me keep looking. All right, I see one I like right here. Let me click on this to open it. Now let's look and see. This comes in SVGs. That's exactly what I want. That's my favorite type of file to use for the laser. So I'll click on download. And then I'm going to go right up here and look at my downloads. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. Now notice it also has some different types of images. DXF, PDF, PNG. But again, I want an SVG. Okay, I already spied this one. I like that. It's nice and bold, but it's not perfect. It has this little hump over here and kind of swoops in. Let's just go ahead and go with this one. So I'm going to just drag it to my desktop, and I'll need to remember the name of it is Heart 10. Now there's nothing on my desktop, so I won't have a hard time finding it. But if you have a lot on your desktop and you drag them to your desktop, just remember the name of the file. Now we'll open the xTool software. This is called xTool Creative Space. To me, it is very easy to use. Now let me drag it in so you can see the whole thing. And the first thing I'll do is I'll go to New Project. Now you probably heard my P2 beep. That's because it recognized it, and you hear that beep to know that you're connected. Now I connect by USB instead of wirelessly. I just like the stability of a wired connection. Now this does have a camera in it, and it actually has two cameras in it. It has one where you can see most of the bed of the laser, and then it has another one that we'll use here in just a minute that gets you really close to what you want to see. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and measure the thickness of my material. So you go right here, and I could either do quick measure, which is just going to look at the whole thing, or I can have an aimed measure. Because my acrylic isn't super flat, I want to do the aimed measure. So I'll click on that, and then I'm going to put this right over here. Let's put it up here. I'll click on it, and now it's over there. I can hear it working, and it's measuring the thickness of that material. And it measured it at 0.202. Now, it probably isn't quite that thick, but again, my material's not quite flat, and it's a little bit humped up on this side. So 202 is what we have. To bring in my design, I'm going to go right here where it says image with this plus mark. You click on that to bring in a new design. So I'll click on it, and then here's my design right here. So I'm just going to click on it, and I'll say open. Now that is huge. I don't want an earring that large. So with it selected, I'm going to go up here and notice the proportions are locked. I want to keep this in the same proportion it is right now, or they call it lock aspect ratio. To me, that's the same as proportion. And for the width, I want to go, let's say 1.5. Let's see how large this earring will be if I do 1.5. Okay, and you can see right here was a little test cut. It cut beautifully, and it cut beautifully using just a clear acrylic setting. Now, I need to put a hole in this for my hardware. So I'm going to go to the shape right here, click on it, and I'm going to find a circle. It's right here. And from my circle, I want 0.08. Because this aspect ratio is locked, when I hit enter, the height and the width would both change proportionally. All right. So that is hard to see. It's somewhere up here. And I'm wanting those crosshairs to show up because if I try to move it now, it's just going to change the size. So let me hit undo, and I'll use the arrows on my keyboard to move it instead of my cursor. Now I don't want that in the middle of my earring. I want my earring to kind of hang sideways or slanted. So let's click off of it and see if I can see it. Right now, it is showing up as black. With it selected, if I go right down here to move to, I can say to put it on a different layer. Let's change it green. Okay, now I can see it. It's really small, but I can see it. We're going to pull this earring up, and with the arrows on my keyboard again, I'm just going to move the heart to where I want it. All right, let's see. Does that look good? Okay, I think that looks good right there. So let's go ahead and select both of these items to group these. So now if I move the heart, the circle moves with it. That's exactly what I want. Now with the other earring, I want it to be the opposite of what you see here. So let me hit Command-C for copy, Command-V for paste. I'll move it over. Now I don't want to waste material, so let's move it back to the left. And then because this acrylic is the same on the front and the back, I could actually do it this way, but I think it's better habit to go up here to reflect, click on the down arrow and say reflect horizontally. If you're used to Cricut or something like that, that just means flip it horizontally. So now what I want to do is I want to get these as close to the top and this hard as I can so I don't waste material. So now is when that other camera comes into play. Go right up here and click on close shot, and then place the camera where you want to see really well. All right, that is so much clearer. So let's take the two hearts, let's move them to the left and move them up. And I think that looks good right there. Now before I process this, I need to make sure of two things. First of all, I need to pick my settings. So let's go to User Defined Material. And I just want clear acrylic. Here's transparent acrylic. Let's click on that. And then I'll say confirm. Now it's just warning me. It is a laser that things could start burning, but it's not going to in this case, so I'll say got it. Now the other thing is I need to set this to cut. So I'll click right here and see it has it on a power of 100 and a speed of 20, and that is based upon having chosen transparent acrylic. Let's go ahead and click on process. Notice it's only going to take 20 seconds. I'll say start. Now it's time to go over and push this button right here. Before I do that, I need to turn on that AP2 filter. I'm so excited about that filter. I hate the smell of acrylic in the laser, so I'm super happy to have this. This is the new xTool AP2 air purifier. It works on all the xTool lasers. You just might have to have a different adapter to connect it. If you use the P2S or the F1 Ultra, you can have your software control the purifier. I'm not using either of those, so I have to turn it on and adjust the fan speed manually. That is not a big deal to me at all. You might see I already cut the heart earrings out of this acrylic. I forgot to hit the record button, so for this video, I'm going to go ahead and recut them so you see how it works. Since this is a very quick cut, I'm going to go ahead and leave the video on regular speed. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this. The coating, or the protective coating, is still on the top, so I think that's why they didn't fall out. It's also on the bottom. So let's go ahead and focus on these two. That one's mostly separated. All right, there we go. I like to leave this coating on. That's just going to protect your material from getting scratched up. But once I take this off, they come right out. So the cut was good. I just needed to remove that back and front protective material. Now where'd my other one go? Oh, there they are. They're still inside here. Well, there is protective coating on the front of this, and then I have another one in there. Let's just work with what we have right now. Now this has some glitter inside of the acrylic. And you can see the glitter. Let me turn that light on. There we go. You can see the glitter didn't necessarily cut through. So I'm just going to take an X-Acto knife and go ahead and get the glitter cut through. I could probably just pull it off, but I'd rather not do that. I'm afraid it might not look so good. Okay. We have one more piece there. This is just a byproduct of when you're using acrylic that has flakes in it. That is so pretty. Look how pretty that is. Okay, we have a little bit to do on this one, and then I'm going to come back with the earring hardware, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to put hardware in these, especially using the hardware that I buy. Okay, that looks good. Now, do I need to poke that thing out? Let's see. It might have already come out, I'm not sure. Nope, I had to poke it out. We have a little bit more of that glitter. All right, here they are. And actually, I can tell the coating is still on this one. I could tell because it wasn't quite as bright and vibrant. So we'll take that off. That looks better. Now here's the hardware that I like to use. And the reason I like to use this hardware is it is super easy to add these to earrings. You don't have to add jump rings. And sometimes when you add one jump ring, it makes your earring go sideways. So this has a little clasp at the bottom. All we're going to do is we're going to set that where the hole is. Now I need to open it a little bit wider. That's a little hard on the hands. Let me use my needle nose pliers and pull it open a little bit more. I'm not sure if I have it open wide enough yet. Okay, I do. So I'm going to put my earring over the hole, and then I'm going to try to just push down on the hardware with this plastic part, because that's going to keep it from getting scratched. Okay, let me turn it over, push down a little bit on that side as well. And there we go. Now, remember I have the hole on the opposite side. So the hole is on the left side here, so on this one it needs to be on the right side. And actually, I think I still have coating on this side. I sure do. I'm putting the hardware on the other earring, but just going to fast forward through it. I do love this hardware, and I'll link it in the video description. So here's our cute Valentine's Day inspired earrings. I think they turned out adorable. Now, if you're using a CO2 laser, you really don't have limitations on the color of acrylic. You can have clear, you can have transparent red. There's beautiful glitter acrylics. You can do almost anything in a CO2 laser. Now, if you have a diode laser, you are going to be more limited. You're going to be limited to typically opaque, darker colors. I have had success cutting out red, opaque acrylic in a diode laser. It does take a lot longer, and the cut probably isn't quite as smooth, but it works. So use what you have, make some adorable earrings. And even though these are Valentine's Day inspired, I think I could get away with wearing these most of the year. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. If you're interested in checking out xTool CO2 lasers, I'll have a link in the video description. I also have a discount code. And then, like I said earlier, I'll have a link to this hardware. I just love the hardware. So thanks again for joining me, and until my next video, bye-bye.